I'm here with my buddy Belle. Belle does not like taking the stairs. In this video, we're gonna go over how you can help your dog learn to actually get over a fear of the stairs without using any force or punishment. So she's already making progress. She doesn't like stepping on the stairs. She'll step a little bit. So what we did at first, and I'm gonna kind of back up a little bit and we'll show you the first couple steps because this is about a week into it, the process. All right, so I'm gonna back up here and her marker word is yes, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, what I did at first was I had her guardian sitting here, and so I'm going to manipulate this. Yes. So all we did was she was up here where she felt very comfortable. Every time she looked at the stairs, we said yes, and then gave her a treat. And I was doing it while I was standing right here. And so what we're saying is just looking at the stairs. You don't have to go down. Look at the stairs, and good things will happen. So you want to do that until the dog's looking at the stairs more and more, and they're building up a positive association. I look at the stairs, I get a treat. And then eventually what we started doing was we just kind of did a little bit of a lure. Yes. I probably should put this over here and open it up because we're going to give a lot of treats. I'm using a very high value treat. Yes. And you can't see it with the shot, but she's leaning. Yes. I'm going to use my environment. Yes. And in this fact, my leg. So what we want the dog to do is repeat that over and over. She dropped it, so I'll go ahead and hold it up here. Now, I'm not asking her to go further and further each time. Like I said, this is a week into it. And now the guardian also noticed that this is a smooth floor. She was worried that maybe she wasn't getting a good grip, so she put a little bit of a cloth there, a little mat, which makes it easier for Bailey to get a grip. And eventually you can put a treat down there. Look at that. I'll scooch it down a little bit further. She's a good leaner. Look at that. Oh, good girl, good girl. Now that we would prefer not to have happen because that, I didn't cause, well, I guess I could probably cause that by putting it here, asking for too much criteria. So then we're gonna give her some real easy stuff to help her regain her footing and her confidence right away. You can't reinforce fear, so giving a whole bunch of treats right afterwards, kind of like rubbing somebody's shoulders if something bad happens to them. And then the other thing the guardian was doing was I'll go ahead and shift over here. So now we'll put it over here. That little setback when she stumbled could be a big one. There you go. There you go. Yes. Now I should be marking now that I think about this. I'm being a little lazy. Yes. And if she retreats, that's fine. Yes. Every time she retreats, see how she's lingering a little bit there? She lingers, but she comes back and something good happens. Essentially, that's what we're trying to do as a synopsis, is if you take a little bit of step, this is kind of a little bit of a shaping exercise, although it's for behavior, not for training. I guess this is kind of training her to go down the stairs. But you're seeing she's going down a little bit easier, less hesitation. Yeah. And I can also do little things like put a little jackpot right there. And then sometimes I find that they'll go get this one, and then I'm already here, I might as well go get the other ones. It's hard to see these treats, Miss Belle, because they're the same color as your carpet. Now, I would keep this exercise pretty short. You don't want to go too long. You see that she's panting. We also worked with her a couple other exercises. I would spend like maybe 2 to 5 minutes on this maximum. There you go. Do we get another couple steps? Another one step? There we go. What a brave girl. And I'm doing a very poor job of, yes, mark each little extra movement. She leans her head further a little bit. Mark that. Yes. Now I can do them really quick to try to keep her from retreating, but there's nothing wrong with her going up the stairs. I feel more confident up there. So I do something hard, and then I go back to a place where I feel comfortable, and then I come back and I do it again. There you go. Right now, this is the first, second, the guardian's made it to the third step. She can lean really well. But again, don't ask for too much criteria. Try to do this 2 or 3 times a day in short 1 or 2 minute practice sessions. Every dog's unique and different. Now you can also, when I'm putting treats on here, what I usually do is I kind of do it as almost like a diamond. So I do 1, 2 treats here. 1, 2, 3. I know they're hard to see with the carpet. So when the dog comes here to get this one, the reward gets a little bit bigger on the next step, and a little bit bigger on the next step, and a little bit bigger on the next step. And if the step itself is too much, I can hold it a little bit below the step, and that way I'm achieving a little bit somewhere in between these two. There you go. Yes. And when you get done with this exercise, recognize that the dog's getting over fear. This is something that's going to be really difficult for her to do. So if that's the case, make sure afterwards you go give her some love. Give her a special treat. Take her for a walk. Do something she really enjoys doing. But also be mindful. You can see she's panting a lot. This isn't physical exercise, but this is going to drain a lot of energy from Miss Belle. And so you could do a little bit of exercise before you do it, but this itself is going to burn a lot of calories. A lot of energy. So eventually you get to the point where she'll take, I think for her, once she gets her back paws onto this step, it's going to accelerate and go really, really quickly. So you might just leave a whole bunch of treats here. And I've had some people, they leave a little pile of treats down at the bottom of the stairs. And eventually the dog goes someday with you're not even paying attention and just has that courage. Now there's 2 dogs in this house, so we do that. Miss Bailey, the other dog's just going to go down and be like, this is my best day ever. But make sure you're going at your dog's pace. And watch your dog. If they start panting and breathing really heavy, you're getting to a point where the dog is really, they're reaching the end of, not the end, but it's just becoming very taxing for them. And we want this to be a positive experience. All right, Miss Belle, you want to do one more? I'm going to give you a little bit of a jackpot. Let's see if we can do 2.5 steps. There you go. Yes. There we go. Well, this is my buddy, Miss Belle, and these are some tips on how you can teach a dog to use the stairs without any force or punishment.